let's do this video thing. So today I want to talk to you about my ideas behind how to mod your fives. And while we do that, I'm gonna run an Anakin nuke on somebody in arena because I need to move up a little bit. That shuffle to get out of people's way a couple hours before your payout and blah 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 blah. Go fives, call Shakti. Do a hit on Bastila. Let's hide Anakin just because we can really do anything there. Thanks for that foresight, Yoda. I'm gonna use that. Okay. Geobrood Alpha is like the new oh man. Oops. He's the new Dooku. The animations are just so long and annoying to me. Okay, let's get some more offense up. Cool. Cool. Oh man, I'm off cooldown. Bummer. Cool. Oh. Don't want you getting your friend back. Sick. Yeah, so that was kind of ugly. I did not execute the nuke properly. Anyway, how to mod fives. So, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, Operation Metaverse posted a video showing this. This is not the same. This is my video from Grand Arena Championships because I do it sometimes. But they showed that Malak can solo Shakti clones, which he sure as heck can. But I would like to take this opportunity to PSA that it is not a guarantee. It can break depending on how fives is modded. Now, in this case, this video, I'm facing a weak fives. He's gear 12 and had offense mods and health primaries on him. And that's a current trend, which I also used to do when I first gear 13'd fives and they redid his Zeta. Obviously, sharing out the stats is great, and sharing out offense and health is phenomenal. With his stat share, he shares out his max protection and his max health, just the maximum values, and then heals up Rex and Echo to 100% health. So the protection share is kind of lackluster because he gives you the max stat that you could potentially refill with Shakti there, but he doesn't fill it up at all. The health, however, he gives you all his health and he fills it up, which is awesome. However, as we're seeing here, Drain Life with a high ratio of health to protection does a lot of damage to fives and makes it easy to slowly get him out of the battle using Drain Life, which is really kind of your only option with the Malak solo. If you run across somebody with a fives modded with 3 protection primaries and no big health primaries, no big health secondaries sneakily, really just the 3 protection primaries, you run the risk of either timing out or losing. And I can vouch for this because after that Operation Metaverse video, Shardmate and I tested it using my own clones where I had fives modded with a lot of offense and health, and he autoed it really easily. A couple weeks later, I changed my mods to 3 defense sets, 3 protection primaries. 2 players from my shard tested it, and lo and behold, it busted the solo. One of them timed out and one of them lost. I think the one who lost autoed it, and the computer might have accidentally killed Rex or Echo and set off that Zeta and got the clones rolling. So let me show you kind of what we're looking at with a high protection fives, and let me take all bias out of here because I'm screwing around my stuff. Let me just put a speed arrow because it works with a speed arrow. So with 3 protection primaries, I'm looking at 47k health and 99k protection with the mods I have on them at relic level 3. And I do have a little spreadsheet. Shoot, I have to do OBS stuff. Yep, here we go. So if you guys can see this, come on, browser, do some zoom stuff. Do some zoom here, zoom. Yeah, there we go. I kind of crunched. I didn't crunch. I manually wrote out all these values from swgoh.gg, and I was curious to see if the ratio changed along the relic levels, because I was kind of thinking like, hey, would it be smarter to keep him at gear 13 to keep that ratio of protection to health as high as possible? And maybe, but not enough to really make it worth it. So back to my blue stacks. Let's go over to Malak. So really, when you're doing the Malak solo, Drain Life is your main way. That's your main damage dealer. I can't talk and scroll at the same time. So Drain Life does 100% max health damage, which if you have modded Fives in such a way so that you've increased his health stat, because that's a good stat to share out if his Zeta gets triggered, his health can easily be higher than his protection. And that means that one Drain Life attack will knock him down all the way below protection, and then the second Drain Life can very well kill him. So that's 2 attacks to get him out. Going back to my Fives, I don't know why I backed out all the way. On mine here, it's going to take more than 2 just to get below the protection, and then more than a third, because there's unless you've killed Shakti, there's protection regeneration going on. So it could take more than 3 Drain Lives to get Fives out of the battle, which you only get 2 of those fast free ones from him going through those like 30% health whatever triggers where he gets the bonus turn and Drain Life comes off cooldown. So yeah, doing the high protection thing can potentially break the Malak solo. So if you're thinking about doing that for Grand Arena, think twice. Oh shoot, did I do the thing? Yeah, I did change it. Sorry, I'm having trouble with my OBS because I don't do this all the time. And talking about his stats. So, guys, I suck at this. Yeah, so his stats are pretty amazing, especially for a tank. He's just really well-rounded. His speed is not the greatest, but he's a tank. High health and protection. His damage is 3,000 for a tank. That's kind of flat at gear 13. 3,900 at relic level 3, which is on itself more than enough to share out using the 5 Zeta. I understand modding him as basically a walking offense and health buff. I used to do it myself when I was running Anakin Nuke, and then I don't even know what prompted me to change the modding. I think I was just playing around with stats and saw how high I could get his defense stat, and then was like, they happened to be on protection primaries, and I was like, oh wow, that's a funny. I think it was sheer coincidence that I tried out modding him with 3 defense sets, 3 protection primaries, and at the same time somebody wanted to practice the Malak solo before their Grand Arena, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take Anakin out, put Clone Sarge in, have a go at it. And he's like, dude, I lost. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it didn't work at all. I'm like, oh, I did change mods yesterday. So I don't know if this is going to work for you or not, but personally, I think that 5s is a little bit maybe more balanced if you just mod him like a tank, as he is. The offense modding of him definitely works. For offense, it's a lot of fun to use. He does hit like a truck, and If the computer or whoever you're playing on offense triggers the Zeta, it's a lot of fun to see the clones just absolutely wreck shop, because if you mod him for offense, he's going to be around like sometimes 7,000. So that's a lot to add to Rex and Echo. The flip side to that, though, is that Zeta only works if he is indirectly killed. So if he's killed directly, then you don't share out any stats. And the easiest way to get him to not get killed directly is to tank him up. So that's my 2 cents. If you're kind of struggling to make whatever clone composition team you're running work better, give this a shot. I think it works. It's kind of speed agnostic, in my opinion. So if you have defense sets with protection primaries lying around unused, maybe just toss them on 5, see how it works for you. Maybe it helps you, maybe it doesn't. In any event, I hope you didn't hate this video too much. I will try to bring you more videos in the future. Life has been busy. Have a good one.